weren't off a farm.
Yeah.
This never existed.
Never existed.
But you wanted to be a farmer, as you do now. You are living the farmer life. Yeah. It is your job. Would you think you would have been a farmer in another life if you weren't here?
Yeah, I think so. I'd have been a farmer or a vet.
A vet?
Yeah, I think so. I always wanted to be a vet. Like, no, I always interested how the vet stuff works. The only problem with the vet, I just didn't have the grades. Vets are super clever. Yeah, so I think so. Something that, or something evolved around in farming. The other thing I used to do when I was younger, I used to train. So I used to be quite into the gym and stuff. So maybe it's into some of that. Something where I'm moving.
Yeah.
Gotta move.
Gotta keep moving.
I like moving.
Good stuff.
Right, we'll keep going this way.
You've done a lot to this farm.
Yeah.
YouTube's helped.
Yeah, massively.
What would you say was the point where you were like, this is going really well, this is successful? What made that penny drop?
Through YouTube and farming?
Yeah.
Through YouTube and farming, the point that I realised this was successful, it sounds daft, probably when we bought the tanker, or the slurry tanker. That was the big purchase that I bought. We did buy the silo bin. The tanker was one of those things that really niggled me all the time, and we were able to put my money into it. And then we got the tanker, we could spread slurry 60% more than we were doing. Just watch out, the big bales here. So yeah, probably when we bought the tanker was the one where I thought, okay, this is doing all right here.
Yeah. There's not a lot of people getting into farming these days.
No.
Especially the younger folk.
Yep.
Studies of people going asking young people in schools, they say that the job as a farmer doesn't bring any job satisfaction.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Completely wrong. The people that are telling that haven't worked into farming. If you don't bring a job, this job doesn't bring job satisfaction, it's mad. That's the one thing it probably brings the most. They're probably your happiest. I am anyway. I'm very fortunate. We're looking at our stock now. They've just been fed, they're super happy, they're well conditioned, and that's because of the effort that we've put in. If that's not job satisfaction, I don't know what is. What about a nurse who's in a delivery suite? That's us every day carving cows, or watching grass grow, and it sounds really daft. You know those people who get joys of like making their garden grow? That's what we do, farmers, just on a massive scale. If you're growing crops, if you're growing animals, if you're doing anything, like, I think that is completely wrong, and I will fight that corner every day of the week.
Yeah?
It's one thing it does, yeah.
No, good.
Happy.
So, on Google...
On the Google, yeah.
One of the biggest searches...
Yeah.
...is farming is old-fashioned.
Oh, wow.
What do you reckon?
I think so, from the outside in, but I think it's changing now. I think farming is definitely a younger person's game-ish. If you look at the Instagrams, the YouTubes, the TikToks, there's a massive younger generation pushing that through. I think the only issue with farming is it's generational. You know, getting into farming is quite difficult if you want to own the land yourself. I think that's the problem. That's why it's old-fashioned, because it passes down slowly. My dad's 65, and he's talking about getting me into the farm. I already am part of the farm, I'm a partner into the farm. But sometimes people at 65, that's the only time they get into it. So you can see why it's old-fashioned, because it's probably 30, 40 years behind everyone about the passover. Yeah. But if you get into it, you do see a lot of young people coming into it, and young farmers is a massive thing. Go look at Blackpool AGM or DIY AGM.
I will always feel something.